Disclaimer: everything we discuss here is not financial advice. Always do your own research or seek advice from a financial advisor. Welcome to another episode of ChargePoint Studio. Sit back and relax, because we have a new analysis for you. In this episode, we will see what Wall Street and institutional investors think about ChargePoint. In August 2021, institutional investors own around 80 million shares of ChargePoint. At the end of 2021, this was around 100 million shares. As ChargePoint's share price fell, institutional investors slowly bought more shares as the share price became more attractive. What do you think the sentiment is now among institutional investors? If ChargePoint really were a company that is going to be bankrupt soon, they would sell their shares, right? As of August 2024, institutional investors own 200 million shares of ChargePoint. That's a doubling of shares since 2021. It's a clear indication that institutions expect ChargePoint to be just fine in the future. While retail investors are selling their shares and giving up all hope, institutions are quietly buying up their shares. Institutions benefit from the fact that the price has dropped so far. Nobody expected that there would be share dilution, which ultimately caused the price to drop further. ChargePoint has around 480 active institutional owners, of which only 4 have a short position. The rest of the institutions have long-term participating holders. That should tell you something. Financial institutions have more information and can make better financial estimates of the future than most retail investors. Based on an intrinsic value calculation, they can work out various scenarios about what the stock price will look like in the future. It's time to wake up and realize that ChargePoint is part of a reliable future. In all likelihood, the price of ChargePoint will fall even further, as a result of which even more institutions will buy ChargePoint. If institutions really thought that ChargePoint would go bankrupt, they would have sold their shares much earlier and taken their losses. So the opposite is true. This gives me the confidence that ChargePoint will be profitable. While the price was dropping further in December, I bought my first ChargePoint shares. Please note that this stock can drop as low as 75 cents. The short interest will do a big shakeout, which will cause most retail investors to sell, while this is precisely the time to buy. My expectation is that I can triple my investment when ChargePoint becomes profitable for the first time. Of course, this is my own estimate based on my own intrinsic value calculation. Please do your own research and tell me what you think. The fact that the number of institutional investors is increasing and more shares are being bought instead of sold gives me a calm feeling about the future. We are in the final phase towards profitability. All major investments have been made, and there are loans that run until 2028. In short, there is enough money to reach the finish line. Time to sit back and watch the stock slowly become profitable. Everything we have discussed here is not financial advice. Always do your own research or seek advice from a financial advisor. Thanks for listening, and see you on the next episode. Stay strong, ChargePoint brothers.